Welcome to the JGI JCE eConnect classes. See about the Bezier curve. What is Bezier curve? We are going to see the Bezier curve is a simple parametric curve used in computer graphics and related fields. This algorithm was discovered by Pierre Bezier to design curves of body wear of Renault cars. It is applied useful for the Renault cars, the curves for the Renault car. Basically, we are using it for the curves. Now, why it has to be used in the curves? They are mostly used to draw smooth curves, which can be used for simulation and animation purpose. Due to its speciality, the Bezier curve have been introduced. Now let's talk about the program to draw and animate a flag using the Bezier curve. In this program, we are going to animate a flag. To animate a flag, it should be realistic and dynamical in nature. It is possible if there is a dynamic movement of curve. We will be seeing this thing using a. Here are the control points that can be used to move the flag in dynamic way. These are the control points. Basically, there are three types of curves these control points used to be. These are a linear curve, quadratic curve, and cubic curves. Here, it is based on the number of points that a curve has. Linear curve, quadratic curve, and cubic curves. We are using here cubic curve, which has basically four control points. But if you see in this flag, we are using four, but one point is been sticking to the pole. So the movement is based on the three control point. We use the first control point as a curve point, so the flag may start movement from the first point. It will not stick to the pole and it will start flying like anything. That's why we are not using the first point in this. Here the logic is very simple. We are making one curve and we are simply making the replica of that for say 50 times. As we know, in this flag there are the three colors: saffron, white, and green. So we cannot use only one curve. We have to make a replica. We have to make three curves which are similarly, and 50 replica. To do this, we are using the transformation. Glut initialize the command line arguments argc and argv. Glut in display mode will allow the RGB ORing with the double gluts. The window position is initialized with 0, 0, and initialize the window size. We are giving 500 by 500. Here the glut window size is 500 by 500. Here it creates the window with the title Bezier curve. We are calling the function initialized. Here display function, we are calling the display function display, and the glut in loop, it goes for the infinite loop to call the first. We shall go to the init function. Here we are going for the projection, and in the projection we are going orthogonal projection. Orthogonal projection has a four parameters. Those are left, right, bottom, and four turns. Here the value of the bottom and top is set as a 500 by 500, and other two values are set to 0. The value for the left and bottom is set to 0. Now we will see the display function. In the display function, in this the buffer gets clear first, and in the C of 4 it's a binomial coefficient which holds the value. Control points are stored into the CP matrix in the two-dimensional matrix 4 of 2, which is initialized with say 100 by 400, 150 by 450, 250 by 350, 300 by 400, which is giving x and y axis combination. It is at the 4 different points as we have discussed earlier. These are very important points to be understand. The wind farm has a crest and duff. As there is a high wind, the flag starts more movement. So we have to give lesser value for the sign. If it is more, then we have to go ahead with the movement should be more. So these are the crest and duff value related with the sign. This is to be given by the binomial coefficient values. These values are getting incremented by 10 values. As it is changing every time for the 10 value, so whenever there is a movement, say every specific time, it will change its position after every interval. So it looks like it's in dynamic way, it is moving. So it just like a wind, it's moving. So that is the main reason that we are doing it incremented by 10. To get the better curve and smoothness, we have to do certain things to calculate the proper waveform and the thickness of these control points. To do this, we are going to call binom function, and along with that we have a push and pop matrix to give the proper wave. In this for loop, I equals to 0, I is less than 50, I plus plus. So 50 times it will be executed. Now if this is a translation where 0 minus 0.8, it is the way of curve. If I do not use this translation, the one way to be drawn on the second. So instead of seeing the 3 different kinds of wave for the 3 different colors, it is on one above the other. It is look like a single wave. Okay. So this translation is very important. As this flag has 3 colors, saffron, white and green, we are calling the for loop for the 3 times. The translation function will be called for 150 times. Here the translation function has to be done on the negative y-axis, that is minus 0.8, so that you will able to get the smooth curve. So once we get the 3 different colors waves, it is remain with the poles. This pole is been drawn with the GL underscore line. After that, once it is been drawn, it has to be displayed. We are doing its glut post redisplay. The buffer is not that strong, so we have to use double buffering. So at the last line we are using the buffers. Here I'll explain the binomial coefficient formula. In this we are talking about the formula. So P of U is a summation of from P of k to base here of kn, where k starts from the 0 to n, and U should be the value from the 0 and 1 in between. Now it is xyz is the positional of each point, and it is a polynomial also. We are simply calculating the powers of this. It is very simple to understand, and the implementation is very important. Let's talk about the actual implementation. As we have seen the functionality of all the functions what is being used in the program, now it's time to understand the implementation of this. First we have a binom function, after that we have a Bezier function, next we have a display function, up next it is a init function, and at the last it is main function. Now it's time to check the output of this program.